Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Sakurako. So this is kind of one of those episodes where, the name kind of says it all. So the first treat we're going to try, this is the Black Sesame Karinto, and it is Karinto that is black sesame. If for those of you who are new to the channel, we've actually had a lot of Karinto on here. It's basically these the dough that's formed into sticks. It's deep fried twice to make it super crunchy, crispy. They are honestly usually fairly delicious. They're like soaked in syrup and caked in the sweet syrup afterwards. They are really tasty. I am excited for this. Should be pretty good. We also have, this is the Kokuto Castella cakes. Now, I do have to clarify, on the custom sheet it said that these were cookies. They're not. They're actually mini cakes, as it turns out. And also, Kokuto, it's one of those ingredients where we've been running into it a lot recently. It's basically brown sugar. This one in particular, I believe, was specifically from Okinawa, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to both of these. I think they're going to be really tasty. So let's get started. Itadakimasu. Okay. Now the trick of not damaging the packaging too much and also not just completely ripping open the sides so everything spills everywhere. So I don't know how well you can see it through the camera. So you have all these black sesame seeds everywhere, and there's a bit of a shine to it. That is from the syrup that it's been like soaked and coated in. It has a really nice nutty smell to it. This is gonna be so good. Very crunchy, satisfying to crunch on, honestly. The deep frying twice does a great job for getting a crunchy snack. Has a really good nutty flavor. It's not as sweet as I expected. The sugar coating on it is nowhere near as thick as some of the other ones we've had, but still really pretty good, really pretty tasty. If you are a fan of black sesame or of nutty flavors just kind of in general, really good, highly recommend. And just Karinto in general, it's one of those things where I'd never really run into it before I started doing this, and now I've had a ton of it, and it just, I don't know, it's one of those things that I have really come to kind of appreciate. It's usually really pretty tasty. I'm a fan. I like it. So moving on to our Kokuto Castella cakes. And it's got the same challenge. Did not quite succeed, but they smell really good. They just are these lovely little cakes. So good. So soft. So fluffy. So sweet. They're they were actually covered in the kokuto as well, and it has kind of an earthier flavor to it. As I was reading through here, like making the figuring out the filming sheet, they actually had an article on kokuto and how it's made, and it's actually made with minimal processing. And so it kind of does have a bit more of a natural flavor to it. It is really good. It is super tasty. Highly recommend, especially if you have not tried anything Kokuto before. These would be a great way to start because that really is the main flavor of them, and they are straight up coated in it. I think that's the clearest I've ever been able to really just get the flavor of the Kokuto, but it's got a very, very distinct taste to it. And if it's something you're curious about, I would definitely recommend. I think it's really good. I think it's really tasty. And these in particular, that flavor just really shines through. And they're so soft and so fluffy. And I am going to devour the entire bag. This is amazing. Gochi Sama. So to recap, this is one of those episodes where things were pretty good. We did our black sesame Karinto, which was nice and crunchy, had a great nutty flavor. Not quite as sweet as some others, but really tasty. All in all, hard to go wrong. We also did the Kokuto Castella cakes, which are so light and fluffy and just coated in that Okinawan brown sugar that is so delicious. Highly recommend. So worth it. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.